Today I'm doing some special pork chops. Welcome to Smoking with Jim. So what I've got here, I've got Frenched bone-in pork chops. So French just means they take it's bone-in and then they trim off some of the meat. That's all that really means. Now this is Kurobuta pork. This is like the Wagyu of pork. And I got this at our local place, Butler and Bailey, which has some of the best meat in town. Their butcher shop is unbelievable. So I got these Kurobuta French pork chops, and I've seasoned them up really nice here. What I'm doing on my seasoning here is first I'm starting with my all-purpose seasoning. So this is my own blend. It's primarily salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then I've added a couple of other seasonings. So it's my own kind of special blend, and it gives it that nice little base coat. And then I'm adding Montreal steak seasoning. Montreal steak seasoning is so good. It's got all that coarse pepper and and salt and other spices, garlic, onion, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna flip these over, and I'm gonna do the other side. And I'm gonna put plenty of this stuff on because my wife and I, Dee Dee, she likes spicy, and I like spicy too. So we're just going to go liberal on this. So this is my all-purpose rub, and then here is the Montreal steak seasoning. So now we're going to put this on there, and I'm going to let this come up to temperature. I'm going to leave this out for about 30 minutes, and then we'll start grilling. Now, in addition to this rub, I'm going to do a special bourbon brown butter sauce that I learned from Malcom Reed. So while this is sitting out, I'm gonna prepare that brown butter sauce with the bourbon in it, and then I'm gonna let this come up to temperature, and then we're gonna grill. All right, it's time to put these on the grill, and what I've got here is I've got one of my favorite accessories that I've ever purchased for a grill. These are my grill grates, grillgrates.com. I love these things. These are like restaurant quality grill grates, and they allow us to really sear this meat. So I've got these on here. I've got them nice and hot. You see them steaming. I sprayed them down with avocado oil because that's got a very, very high flash point. I've turned the middle one off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sear them, and then I'm going to put them on indirect heat to come up to temperature. So we're going to go ahead and put these on, and you're going to really hear them searing. And I'm going to leave them for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them 90 degrees to get some great sear marks. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Now we're going to turn these 90 degrees, and this is to get great looking grill marks, like you'd see at a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. So we're going to turn these, and then we're going to give them 2 minutes, just like this. So we'll have a total of 4 minutes with this sear. All right, we've been 2 minutes on this side. Now we're going to flip them. Let's see how these grill marks look. Look at that. That looks like it's straight out of a fine steakhouse. Look at those grill marks. That's one of the things I love about these grill grates. It gets a nice sear. Now I'm just going to leave them for about 2 minutes on this side, and then we're going to move them over here to indirect heat. All right, it's been another 2 minutes. Now it's time to put them on indirect heat. So we're going to move them over here. Man, I can't believe how good those sear marks look. So we're going to put them right here. And now, we're going to let them just slowly come up to temperature on indirect heat. That's what we want. These are nice and thick pork chops. These are about 1 3/4 of an inch thick. And now we're just going to let them sit. I'm thinking it's going to take between 15 and 20 minutes. We want to bring them up to about 130 degrees because then I'm going to put my Bourbon Brown Butter Glaze on them and let them sit for maybe another 5 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll bring them up to about 135, 137, something like that, because then when we pull them off the grill, they'll continue to cook just a little bit longer. All right, these have been on here for close to 20 minutes, about 18 or 19 minutes. We're going to check the temperature. I want to bring them out to about 130. And you know what? They're right there. They're right at 130. So now I'm going to put this Bourbon Brown Butter Glaze on. And again, I got this from from Malcom Reed. The recipe's in the description below, and I'm just gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna let it kind of sit on there for a good 5 minutes or so, and that'll bring the temperature up a little bit higher. Oh my gosh, this is looking good. I can't wait to eat this. All right, we're gonna just glop this stuff on here. It's got honey and bourbon and all kind of stuff in there. And we're gonna let it just kind of caramelize on there and melt into the meat for about 5 minutes. We'll check the temperature and then we'll pull them off.
Action.
All right, these have been on for about 5 minutes. They're almost 140 degrees. I don't want to get them too hot. If they get over 145, they'll start drying out. I prefer 140. These might be just a little over that once they cool off, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these off the grill. These look fantastic. We're going to let them set for about 5 minutes. We don't want them set longer than that because we want to eat this while it's hot. But it needs about 5 minutes to reabsorb all those juices, so I'll see you again in 5 minutes. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I'm really excited about this Kurobuta Frenched pork chop bone-in. I mean, look at this thing. That looks like what you get at a restaurant with that sear from those grill grates. So let's cut into it. It's been about 5 minutes. So let's cut into this and see how it looks. Looks good. It's not overcooked. I can already tell it's gonna be nice and juicy. All right, now the best part of the night is when I take a taste of this. So let's see what we got here. All right, I've never done these before quite like this. Let's see what this tastes like. That's really good. I'm gonna have to have another bite, I think. Oh my gosh. That is really, really good.
Are y'all excited to eat these pork chops?
We got our neighbors over. I cooked these four big old boys, so we gotta have plenty of people to eat it. Thank you for tuning in to Smoking with Jim.